can't scare you, they can't control you, they can't, they try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize
They
you.
can't control me. You get what I'm saying? That I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm appreciative.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Now in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing.
West can end this by telling the truth.
And what do you believe that truth is?
The doctor had nothing to do with his mom.
You know, and then he had said in one of the interviews that he did, Kanye knows why his mom died. I just wish he would tell the truth about it. That's what the doctor said.
Oh, wow.
And this was a year and a half after Donda died. So if the doctor said all of these years ago, Kanye knows what happened to his mother, I wish he would tell the truth about it, and now he's saying my mother was sacrificed, I don't know. Is he crazy? Is he? To do it the way he did it, it's malicious.
At first, when Kanye brought it up, most people wrote it off as regular Kanye being wild. But it appears that the rapper was actually onto something when he revealed that his mother was the price he paid to Hollywood. But now, there's another source confirming that Kanye hasn't been crazy all this time. The big question on your mind now is that who exactly is this person that confirmed Kanye's story?
Maybe that's why you moved his ass around and out of Rockefeller so tough and then just moved right over to Def Jam. By the way, wasn't this all around the time when Aaliyah died?
Yeah.
In recent years, Kanye has had numerous events that led many to suspect he was facing personal challenges. This was confirmed when it was revealed that the rapper has bipolar disorder. His statements in the media have since been viewed through the lens of his mental health struggles. However, recent news suggests that Kanye may have always had a clearer understanding than previously believed, particularly in regards to his mother. His claims of her sacrifice may not have been as implausible as once thought. Now, recent reports have revealed that Kanye made a pretty wild claim recently when he was stopped by paparazzi for a quick word. According to the rapper, his mother, Donda West, was sacrificed and didn't exactly have a regular passing. Since making the statement, the entire social media has turned upside down, with followers wondering what he was going on about. But now, another party, Donda's doctor, who also knows what went down, has now revealed that Donda's story was pretty confusing.
I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
In a video shared by the Shade Room, a paparazzi Instagram page, Kanye shared a conspiracy theory about Hollywood elites while in the passenger seat of his car. The rapper claimed his mother was sacrificed and dark practices have been occurring in Hollywood for years, kept secret by those in power who control big celebrities. He named other black celebrities, including Shaquille O'Neal, who he says is also under the control of these elites. Despite criticism from these celebrities about his recent behavior, West stated he will not be controlled. They can't control me, he stated. They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce. But they can't control me. You see, it ain't no name I won't name. It's up.
In order to control trauma, they can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
I know at the first glance, this whole story seems a little unorthodox, but there's actually some substance to it that proves Donda's death wasn't exactly as ordinary as we'd like to think. The autopsy report of Donda West, who passed away on November 10, 2007, states coronary artery disease and multiple post-operative factors due to or as a consequence of liposuction and mammoplasty. According to more details of the terrible ordeal, the 58-year-old had just undergone procedures for breast reduction, liposuction, and a tummy tuck. The doctor that performed the procedures, Dr. Jan Adams, was pretty famous for his dark history, coupled with a case that cost him close to $500K. In fact, there were already talks within the Medical Board of California to possibly pull Adams's license, as he'd already been caught up in way too many close calls. Donda, at the time, had been suffering from various health issues, including high blood pressure, high blood sugar, and cardiac artery damage. Dr. Adams reportedly would have deemed West's mother, Donda, unfit for surgery if he had given her a proper physical exam. Another surgeon revealed to the LA Times that West had approached him for cosmetic surgery months prior, but the surgeon declined to perform the procedure due to an undisclosed pre-existing condition that could result in a heart attack. The Donda West law, signed by then California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger, mandates that patients receive medical clearance through a physical exam before undergoing elective cosmetic surgery. However, West has recently pushed the theory that Donda's death was not due to her health conditions, but was instead one of many sacrifices made to propel him to fame and fortune. This idea was hinted at by the surgeon who performed Donda's procedure, Dr. Jan Adams, who has come forward to say there was more to the story than what was reported in the media, and that he was made to take the fall for it.
Her nurse wasn't there. Her nurse was gone to a baby shower rather than taking care of his aunt.
However, the entire tale of how she wound up dead was still pretty much a blur, and even became more so when it was revealed that the cause of her death might have been tied to a cardiac arrest. And I'll explain why. According to Dr. Adams, the procedures that were carried out on Donda actually went as planned, but he also revealed that his opinion is that her passing might have been tied to a pulmonary embolism, a heart attack, or an overdose of the medicine that was prescribed to her after the procedure. And while the autopsy did reveal that her system contained Vicodin, the possibility of her actually passing from it was ruled out by the experts in charge. This automatically implies that her heart condition was definitely the major factor that led to her ultimate demise, a reality that could have been avoided if the doctor had been more professional. Later in 2015, Kanye West blamed himself for putting his mother in the public eye, which he believes led her to seek plastic surgery. He stated in an interview with Q magazine, "If I had never moved to LA, she'd be alive. I don't want to go far into it because it will bring me to tears." However, his recent claims suggest that he might have a different reason for blaming himself now. Given the information that has come to light, it could be argued that West now believes his mother was sacrificed for his fame and fortune. While this may seem like a far-fetched claim, his recent outbursts suggest there is more to the story than meets the eye. You see, besides naming his album after his mom, the moves that have come in the expression of his art in the album has been pretty telling on the rapper's state of mind about the whole thing. Apart from hosting a packed-out stadium events, Kanye has also debuted a third version of his Donda album, which took place at his Chicago hometown, Soldier Field. The event was a live-streamed show and also had a lot of fans physically present, while the others watched with third-party platforms as they were faced with a reenactment of Kanye's childhood house. Later during the show, the Donda rapper decided to turn up the heat on the theatrics as he shocked the entire world when a footage of him on fire inside the house was shown to the viewers. As the lights dimmed, Kim Kardashian, his ex-wife, appeared in a bridal veil and walked towards him as the song No Child Left Behind played over the speakers. With little context, the scene was highly enigmatic and could be interpreted as a message about West's belief that his mother was sacrificed for his success. May not look like it, but West's recent behavior suggests he is struggling with the events that led to his success. Prior to publicly discussing his belief that his mother was sacrificed, he made several controversial and confusing statements in a series of outbursts. These incidents further indicate that he is dealing with something major. A couple of months down the line, West put himself in a pretty difficult position with the world as he started with a tweet that read, "Going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people," before alleging he was an anti-Semitic because black people are also Jewish. He went on, "You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda."
Do you now regret saying
I update
DEFCON
every
3
day.
on Jewish
I update-
people? Are you sorry you said that?
No.
I think it matters. You should be.
Absolutely not.
While the post has now been taken down, that reality only came after the rapper had labeled record producer Sean Diddy Combs as being under the control of Jewish people in a different post. West's remarks have been met with criticism and several companies have severed ties with him. One of those was Adidas, who ended its profitable collaboration with West and announced the halt of Yeezy line production, causing him to fall off Forbes' billionaire list. Besides the sports company, another brand, Gap, also ended its partnership with West in September and are also swiftly removing Yeezy Gap merchandise from its stores. As is the norm with Kanye, this whole thing got a lot of people talking on the internet, particularly because a couple of influential people have weighed in on it. One user who seemed captivated by Jaguar Rights views wrote, "He knows why his mother is dead, and then years later he says she was sacrificed, and we just supposed to ignore it all. I'm way too deep in this Jaguar Rights stuff right now. She said too many facts to ignore. As you've probably also been thinking, all the facts aren't out yet, but safe to say we'll find out the truth pretty soon." That's it for this video. Goodbye.